Alrighty. Hello there everyone. How you doing today? I hope you are all having a nice Friday afternoon. It's good to be here again. Hello there Tosi and Zeryi. Glad to have you both here. I'm glad that you are both doing well. Let's see. Today we are back with some Breath of the Wild because why not? Honestly, why not? I don't know what I'm doing. You don't know what I'm doing. Let's just have some fun. Shall we? Something like that. Maybe later I'll show off some Tetris 99 skills. I have no idea. I'm just messing around. At this point, I honestly don't know what I'm doing with the streaming. I have the equipment for it. I just don't know what people want to see or what I want to play that people might be interested in. It's just a whole confusing mess. So we'll just make the most of it, right? As I stated at the beginning of last stream and in the middle of last stream, starting next Thursday and for the next 4 weeks after that, I will be out of town and therefore unable to stream. So I'll also make an announcement about that in my Discord just so in case anyone's wondering, wait, what happened to Lunar? Where is he? Not where I can stream. Anyway, what am I doing? What am I doing? I am forgetting controls is what I'm doing. And I will try to run around and do the good things. Adjust the volume a little bit for myself because it's loud. Is it loud for y'all? It doesn't look like it is, but let me know if it actually is or not. Oh, we got sleepy boys. They're sleepy. What is this? Do I care about any of this? I don't think I care about any of this. What about that? Do I care about that? That might be good. Yeah, fire arrow. Oh, no, no, no. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I aimed too high. I aimed too high again. Oh, I'm setting stuff on fire. That's good. Oh wait, that might actually be good. No, it's not. Hang on. Hang on. I can make this work. I can make this work. Not quite. Almost. No, almost. Hello there, Tracy. Hope you're doing well today. Glad to have you here. Now, can I just shoot that? Can I shoot that, please? Thank you. That's what I was trying to do. That took way too much effort. Hello, buddy. That did not work as I wanted. The updraft ran out at the exactly wrong time. Oh, hey! Wait. Lois Pickle, hey, good to see ya. I've been wondering where you were. I hope you're doing well today. Glad to have you here, friend. Good to see ya. I'm hoping I'm not on fire. I would rather not burn, but I mean, I'll stop, drop, and roll if I have to. Don't you think I won't? Gotcha. That makes sense. I wasn't sure. I'm glad that it was nothing serious. Now, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing stuff and things of a chaotic nature, probably. I feel like Link in this game is like chaotic good or something. Okay, Pinwheel. Where's the trick? Where is it? Come on. I remember figuring out the pinwheel thing at some point, but I still don't exactly remember it. Oh, there it was. Right there. And got one. Got him. Thank you. So, to explain the pinwheels thing, because the entire first playthrough, I couldn't figure it out. You would just see a pinwheel, and you'd go over to it, and it's like, oh, I can't use stasis on it. I can't do whatever. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going on. Well, the thing is, you stand by it, and then somewhere in the general vicinity, stuff starts popping up that you're supposed to shoot with your bow, and then a Korok appears. And that took me way too long to figure that out. Like, seriously. Hey, buddy. Do you want this? Cats! I said cats! How about this? How about that? You like that? I like your club. Can I take that? No? Okay. How about that? You like the hoe? The hoe was cool, right? Pretty great. Oh, it's loud? Ew. I had to turn up the voice mic last time. Is that a better volume? Or is it good now? Hang on, hang on. Is the cord working right? Are they both fully in? Now, is that a good volume? Not as wonky? Or does it need to be adjusted more? Yeah, I feel like last time I had to turn it up for some reason. I honestly don't know why. But, yeah, apparently it was just a one-time thing last time. Also, I keep on wanting to press the button for Xenoblade map when I am playing Breath of the Wild. Wrong game, Lunar. Wrong game. Also, they have food. I just had lunch, but I'm hungry, so it will become my food. And there's nothing you can do about it. Can I smack them around? Yeah, I do not want to commit murder on your ears. That is not my intention. Hi. Hi. I'll take your chest now. I smack them with a box. Smack, smack, and they all fall down. Nothing in those. Can I take the shield? No. I'll take the food. Give me that. Give me the steak. That's nice. No, I don't want to climb that. What made you think I wanted to climb that? I already climbed it. That's not what I wanted either. Okay. And whoop. There we go. Steak obtained. That's right. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Did I read that right? Hang on. Can I look into that? Did that say a shiny blue that makes you weak in the knees? I can't have read that right. What? Well, that's not good either. Yeah, based on the comments, I think the stream is delayed just a little bit for everyone, but it doesn't seem to be on my side. I haven't dropped any frames or anything, unless the settings switched. Is it still on? I think it's still on that. It's probably still on that. Let me check. Let me check the thing real quick. Make sure it's on the low latency. I'm trying to remember where I find that setting. Yeah, low latency is on. You should probably check the settings on your streams to see if that is still the case for you. What's in here? Stuff that will be mine. That's all I know. Apples and arrows. The best combo. You have some apples, you have some arrows on the side. You gotta eat those carefully. Make sure you don't stab yourself as they go down. It can usually be helpful to take off the feathers and eat them like that. Break the shaft in half and eat that. The tricky part is the arrowhead itself. Overall, though, it's a quite quality breakfast. Aha! That was bad. There we go. No. Don't juke me. No. Tricky balloons. There we go. Thank you. Oh, deer. Oh, they're pretty. I could go for a bite. Ah, customer, are you traveling alone? This inn gets full marks for beauty, so I highly recommend taking a rest here. The river here makes for some lovely scenery. If you head northeast from here, you'll find the Melinio Sandbar. The scenery there is every bit as lovely as the scenery here. I'm something of a connoisseur of beauty, you see. I simply cannot resist a beautiful sight. I try to exude this in all things, not least of all my own beautiful appearance. I've spent hours on my own makeup this morning. Yes, I'm a guy, but I still did it. Speaking of, has anyone told you, you have the most beautiful features? I do have many fond memories of this beautiful land. If you have the time, would you indulge me? Nah, buddy. Sir. Oh, you would. Even more beautiful on the inside. Hush now. Now, let's see. If you head north through Hyrule Field, you'll see the castle surrounded by that foul aura. I don't know, I think it's a nice shade of purple. I thought you appreciated beauty. It has long been a den of monsters, but in its glory days it was surely a thing of wondrous beauty. It was in that very castle in those very days that my ancestor, my grandfather's grandfather, I do believe. Anyway, he worked as the castle's appointed chef. I couldn't believe it myself. He got to eat all the best foods. How I wonder what sorts of cuisine members of the... Yeah, okay. That's a phrase. What sorts of cuisine members of the royal court enjoyed in those good old days. As a child, I would often suffer meager meals, like a normal steak, or some good old mac and cheese, all while dreaming of having the beautiful dishes that might have graced my plate, like frozen monkey brains or something. Oh, if only things had been different. Gourmet spiced meat, seafood curry, mushroom risotto, egg pudding. Frozen monkey brains. Oh my, I think I'm salivating. And it's my pursuit of those fat childhood dreams that explains the fabulous body you see here. These days, I enjoy my time working at these stables, sharing my tales of beauty with any traveler willing to listen, like you doofus, I mean, wonderful gentleman. But I still wonder what could have been. Anyway, excuse me, I seem to have caught myself prattling on. But looking upon your perfectly symmetrical face and discussing meals of beauty has rekindled my desire to overeat and pig out on anything good I can get my grubby hands on. If you should happen to set foot inside Hyrule Castle, could you find it in you to keep your eye out for a cookbook? There must be one lying around somewhere in there. I'm simply dying to finally sample the food of the royal court. Yes, I'm improvising. I like to improvise with the characters in this game. It's more fun. Yes, time with grandfathers, not with numbers. Rumor mill, huh? From the moment I wake up to the moment I sleep, my mind is full of rumors. Even my dreams are gossipy. Tracy here. You fine folks keep up with dream rumors too, don't you? Well, this one's so good it might as well be a dream. Listen up, history buffs. This tidbit is about the brave soldiers who were tragically wiped out during their great calamity. Makes for a good story, though. The royal guards who protected the royal family. Amongst Hyrule's soldiers, only the best of the best had the honor of guarding the royal family. Apparently, the equipment they wore can still be found somewhere in Hyrule Castle. They say a former maid spoke of treasure near the dining hall, in the guards' chamber, and on the second floor. Just randomly on the second floor. Nowhere specific, just somewhere up there. I do hope one day Hyrule Castle is restored to its former glory, complete with royal guards and their terrible armor and weapons that break way too quickly, like after 3 uses. I wonder when a royal guard in shining armor will come sweep me off my feet. Tracy's recommendation, 5 stars. Hey buddy. What do you got? Have you gone to the giant castle north of here? That's Hyrule Castle. You don't say. It's said to have fallen to ruin over 100 years ago. Again, you don't say. I used to sneak in there to salvage ancient treasures, but it's too dangerous to go in there now. These days it's surrounded by an eerie mist and savage machine-like creatures. Back when it was safer, I went in looking for this ultra-rare equipment that once belonged to the Royal Guard. It's super rare, but it breaks in like 3 hits. It's absolutely horrendously awful. But it's a good collectible. It's legendary amongst collectors, you see? But I was never able to find any. I told you. Hey, buddy. Welcome. Will you be staying with us? No, creepy-faced man. What is this look? What is this look you're giving me? What was the smile? What was the freaky smile? And why do you have pigtails anyway? Then again, why does Link have a ponytail? Too many questions! I do, but I'll explain it for y'all. Then allow me to explain. You can board your horse companions with us and then summon them as you please from our network of stables. You may have come across wild horses during your travels. I haven't yet, but I will. If you catch one and ride it here to register it, it will become your horse companion. Your noble steed. Your Epona. One person can board up to 5 horses, and no more because we don't like dealing with them. And you're able to swap horses in and out as you please. Do you know how to catch a wild horse? I do. I'm good. Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about, Zergy. I can't remember her name. Wait, is that Beetle Bailey over there? Yo, Beetle! Wait up, buddy! Way up! Wait up! Hi there, man. Good to see ya. Hey, I don't believe I've made your acquaintance. The name's Beetle, but you can call me... Actually, let's just stick with Beetle. But even if you forget my face, you can remember me by my beetle-shaped backpack. Yeah! Despite these dangerous times, you'll find me traveling all over Hyrule to fulfill your shopping needs. I stock many special bugs and must-have items for travelers, and I always charge a fair price, or my name's not Beetle. I also buy all sorts of things if you're in need of rupees, gemstones in particular if that's a very high price. How can I help you today? 0, yeah, it was something like that. That's what I was thinking of. I don't have 30 rupees. I don't have 30 rupees. Buy my stuff. Oh, would you look at that? This man must really like apples. You know what I'd like you to take, like, a lot of these. Can you take a lot of these? Ho-ho! I'm not selling all of them because I know I do need some later on for different quests, but I don't need a ton. So, and those are like really common as well. Yay! Oh, I like the sounds he makes. I like the sounds all the characters in this game make, but like Beetle is great. Metal connections. Ah, yes, this one. I know what this one is. This one's always slightly tricky to me when I attempt it. That's the one and only treasure chest in here. I can never exactly remember how this works. I'll figure it out. I know I have to stack these up there to get the metal thing from up there. I should be able to get it from here, right? Yeah. Barely, but yeah. Now what do I do with this again? That's the part I don't remember. I'll just... smack. Yeah, an apple a day keeps scanning away. Exactly. Also, what happened? Why can I not use stasis now? Did I? Oh, okay, it was glitched for a second and thought I was still on this. I did not know that could happen, actually. Let's not have that happen. Smack. I hope I'm not disturbing your 1,000-year sleep up there, buddy. I think I want to do this. Does that work? No, no, that doesn't work. I did not build that close enough, did I? I definitely didn't. Okay, take 2. Now, is this one gonna work? Or is this gonna fall on my head? Well, it didn't fall on my head, but only because I ran out of the way. That's not what I wanted either. I feel like I didn't build it far enough out this time. That one fell on my head, though. I am the most skilled builder. Bob? Who's that? Link the builder. Can we build it? Maybe. The lighting is tricky. Is that gonna work? If that looks like it'll work. Precariously, but it looks like it'll work. Yeah, that looks safe to walk across. Controller, are you gonna work? With difficulty. Hey man, sorry, I still don't have your pizza. No, all you guys want pizza. You should have placed an order sooner. Or more recently. I don't have a 1,000-year-old pizza for you. Your order got lost a long time ago, man. All these guys expecting a pizza. What if I want a pizza too, man? Hey, Sandalure, how you doing, my friend? Good to see ya. I hope you are doing well today. And I hope my controller works with me here. Also, why do I still have that weapon equipped? I don't know. Hello, Storks. You are absolutely cool, but also don't matter all currently. Let's see, was there anyone around here? Is that a fist? Oh, I will take that. Yep. Just toss yourself on the beats for me, why don't you? There's a chest. I want it. I don't know what it is, but I want it. There's a duck. Look at it. Look at it. It's a duck. Best game, 10 out of 10. It's got a duck in it. Also, I want this fist. Sorry, duck. Where am I even going at this point? I know that there's a tower somewhere in the direction. If I had my Wii U currently set up in here, Sandalure, I would say yes. But I currently do not. It's in the other room, and I had moved it out a couple weeks ago and haven't moved it back since. If I had it in here, I would probably say yes. I'm sorry. Oh, we got a bunch of guys up there. I could probably do it tomorrow though if you're interested in that. And if you're available tomorrow. Slightly low. No. Come on. Meanwhile, I'm just setting myself on fire. Let's just do this. And then, yeah. There we go. There's the explosion. Poor Link, all tired out. Yeah, are you calling for help? You realize you're the only one left, right? And now not even you are left. So like, yeah, get wrecked, scrub. Well, it's not Pokemon knockoff. It is an officially licensed Pokemon thing. It's a Pokemon fighting game. I am suspicious of the large metal boxes there. Also, that did not work at all. Okay, buddy. Climb this tower. Climb it. Climb it good. This is also true, Sandalore. Okay, buddy boy, you're almost there. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. You're not gonna make it. Oh, you didn't make it. So close, man. I might be able to make it if I use one of these boxes, though. Climb this a little bit first, then climb the other. There's totally something over there having to do with these. You can see another box off to the side over there in like a massive tree stump. That's probably something. Also, did I get my stamina back? I don't think I waited long enough. Come on, buddy boy. You can do it! Hereupon Ricky believes in you, buddy. Come on. This'll make it. There we go. Now where is the tower I even wanted to get here? Right there, you can barely see the top of it. That's what I'm looking for. At least their stuff is still here. I wasn't sure it would be. I honestly don't know if stuff despawns in this game or not. Well, no, it does. It's just as if you get far enough away. I wasn't sure if I was or not. Oh, okay, Sandalore. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good rest of your day. Also, Zergy, please message me reminding me that I just agreed to play that with Sandalore tomorrow. I don't want to have said, yes, I'm down to do that, and then accidentally forget. I know me. I know I don't want to do that. I know that that is totally within how my mind works to do so. Okay, so what is this? Why are these here? Thank you very much, Zergy. No, what am I missing? What are these for? I don't know if I've ever actually done whatever this is. It's probably a Korok seed. Maybe I have to get them all flat in there? Or something? No. What am I missing here? I don't see anything else magnetic around. Just those. Also, this is very clearly... Well, this looks a lot like a certain Korok thing that I know of. I'm very confused. Am I supposed to put like a corner of it in there? I have no idea. I have legitimately no idea. Sounds good, Zergy. I have a checkmark to-do list plan thing. I can just add it there. I just wanted to make sure I had the reminder to add the reminder. If that makes sense. Oh, it's a stag and it's a deer and they're all pretty. And they're cute. I like them. What do we got? What do we got? We have an interesting looking rock over there, for starters. And we got the shrine over there. Is that the shrine? I think it is. Is that the crazy flower lady shrine? It totally is, isn't it? Yep, I see her on the shore over there. Can I swim across this? Or am I going to run out of stamina? I probably dashed too many times at the beginning. Come on, Link, you were right there! I probably dashed too many times out of impatience. Also, I want this. Gotta collect those. I'm going to try something because I honestly don't know if it'll work or not. I don't know if the armor and whatnot weighs Link down. Here, eat a fish. Become one with the water. So these weigh you down. I don't think I'm swimming any faster, but I just wanted to check and see. I'm pretty sure that did nothing for me, though. I can probably get across elsewhere, though. I don't even think... I don't even know that bridge, I don't think. Unless I'm just totally forgetting something. There's a shrine all the way on top of that mountain you can see up there. That's a trick to get to. But you get a good reward for doing it, so like... totally worth it. Game is so pretty. I will never not talk about how pretty this game is. I want the lizard. I want the lizard. There's a squirrel. Hello, squirrel. We got a couple of squirrels in the backyard today that my dog was freaking out at. What is it with dogs and squirrels anyway? My dog be like, no! The squirrel is actually part of the secret squirrel mafia! It'll kill us all! Look at all the pretty flowers. Aren't they nice? Look, aren't they lovely? I wanted to see how the shrine would look with flowers around it, and it's wonderful. Please, feel free to take a closer look. Just don't step on them, or I'll beat you within an inch of your life for touching the beautiful flowers. Because these flowers are more important than your well-being. Also, I'm not kidding. I'm going to activate it and then step in the flowers just to prove, yeah, no, that's how it goes. Don't hurt the flowers. Oh, okay. Don't hurt the flowers! So many times. I've lost count of how many times I've told you. It was 3, lady. You freaking touch the flowers! And now she's just running through them all. She's absolutely gone insane just because I touched the flowers like 3 times. I will make you understand the flowers raids. She literally beats you within an inch of your life. I am at 3/4 of a single heart now. Freaking crazy lady. Poor flower lady. She just committed assault with attempt to murder for me stepping on her flowers. No sympathy. It's not okay. Drifting Joy-Cons. The most classic issue with the controller here. Oh no, just drifting bits of wood. Honestly, I'm amazed that Joy-Con drift didn't get me there previously. Okay, that, and then that, and then that, and then almost messed up, but it's okay. Actually, I can just get that one out. I just realized, no, it's not the one that I can get out. Okay. Oh my gosh. So, if you weren't sure what just happened, I used a bomb on the wall. The bomb also exploded the explosive barrel. I was at 3/4 of a heart. The explosive barrel was just barely within range, so it took me out as well. Perfect. Definitely what I wanted to do. Absolutely. Can I do that through the wall safely? That does not seem like a safely thing to me. Although that also means that the bomb will drift around, so it's okay. I might actually be able to get one to stay. Oh, that was potentially dangerous. I might be able to get one to land directly on that ledge. No, almost. If I land it directly on the ledge as the other bomb drifts around. No, that's not working. Okay. Part of me wants to be like, you know what, forget this, and I'll just use a bomb arrow on the wall. But also, like, I don't have many bomb arrows right now, and they are quite useful, and I feel like that would be a waste. So instead, we'll just do that. Instead of trying to be overly fancy. Did I get all the chests? I missed the chest. Where's the chest? Are you hiding a chest over here, old man? Is there a chest? I got some fancy floaty thing there. What are you hiding, and where are you hiding it? I will find it, and I will claim it. Aha! I thought it might be in the water somewhere like that. I want it. Give me. Right here. Right here. There we go. Give me that. I like how everything just stops moving for a second when I do that. That's not grammar, that's spelling. Grammar is good and useful. Technically so is spelling, to make sure people get the right ideas across. Well, I don't have pizza for you, buddy, but I do see you have an onion ring to snack on, so at least you got that. Can I have an onion ring? I mean, the orb is good too, but can I have an onion ring? Onion rings sound pretty good right now. Esther, are you getting out of your little cave over there? What are you doing, kitty girl? Okay, I'm gonna pop on over here because I feel like that's a faster way to get out of this area than walking around and trying to figure out the way to the tower. I'm just gonna pop back to a shrine I've already visited and work my way over from there. I want to at least get to Kakariko Village today. At least. Hello there, Guardians. Yes, I am having a good day. I hope you are as well. Good to see you here. The end is here. I may be somewhat used to seeing bad omens by now, but that, well, let's just say that's better than most. We're doomed. I mean, don't panic. Sorry, who are you? Have we met? I don't know you. Oh, it doesn't matter who you are, really. I was getting tired of talking to myself, so you've come at a good time. Now let me jabber in your ear about my woeful concerns and all the things that ail me. By the by, those strange things that popped out of the ground. Do you see them? Yeah, they're kind of hard to miss. I'm not talking about mushrooms here. I'm talking about those towers. They seem to have popped up all over the place. And that's not the only strange things that's happened. Those long deserted shrines suddenly started glowing. They produce light now. It's horrifying. I'm a vampire. I need the darkness. You know what this means, doesn't it? The end is here. With all this craziness happening, I've been keeping an eye on that thing. Just to see if it suddenly starts moving, you know? I'm talking about that Guardian, of course. Haven't you heard the old stories about Hyrule? See that thing over there? The one shaped like an overturned urn? That is the thing what I'm talking about. Okay, fun fact. Fun fact. To describe it as an overturned urn actually references what it's based off of. There are ancient Japanese pottery that has a similar design to Guardians, and that's what the Guardian's inspiration was. It literally is inspired by an overturned urn. Did you know some of them can move? One of them once chased me down and tried to kill me. Is it that one? No, it was a different one. That one was closer to the castle, but before the forest. When they spot you, they shoot blue beams of light at you. Again, light! I hate light! It's not a first playthrough Guardians, it's actually a third, believe it or not. It's a game that I like and know well enough that I can have fun with it and try and make entertaining content for it. Man, I was so sure that the end was for me. I was prepared for the worst. But somehow I managed to escape into the nearby woods. You think it was my lightning-fast leaf flexes that saved me? Ha, I wish. Truth is, I just got lucky. Yeah, that sounds more believable. Anyway, I hear guardians like that still wander around Hyrule Castle. Be careful. Hey, don't be rash! I'm young, but you're even younger. I'm trying my best out here, but I get the feeling you're going to end up trying even harder in this world. That's the feeling I got when I look at your face. But maybe I'm nuts. Now climb down and climb off that rail. And don't climb down that way. Climb down this way. Don't jump! You have so much to live for! Think of the food! Think of the children! Think of the ponies! You're like, friendship is magic ponies? No, not those ponies! Like Epona, what sort of idiot are you? Thanks for calling me names while trying to talk me down from what you assume to be a suicide situation. When jumping from that height is definitely not enough to kill you. Well, we got fellas. Hi, fellas! Hi. I'm gonna get you first. Hi. I have that weapon too. How does it feel? Let me see. I don't care about you. That sealed would be quite nice. Drop you and pick up that instead. And I want the materials in this chest. Give it to me. Give it to me good. That's, I wouldn't say that's giving it to me good, but it's giving it to me okay. And I will take the okay. Okay? Okay. Best form of transportation in the game. 10 out of 10 would sealed surf again. Don't worry, there isn't anyone here. There is no one here. You see? No one here. Wait, I want the lizard! Ah, there was a lizard there and I didn't even realize it. Okay, so Breath of the Wild, because of the DLC, has something called Master Mode, which basically makes all the enemies harder and have more health and deal more damage, yada yada yada. This camp right here, on the one time I ever attempted Master Mode, and I did not do it very much, absolutely obliterated me multiple times over. Also, hey fellas, I smack. Because who needs to actually fight them? Just hit them with a metal box a few times. And take all their loot. That's all it takes. Just get a metal box and swing it around. Can I get the fish? No. Can I get the loot? Maybe. Maybe. Yep, okay, we're good. Get me safe to soar. Safe to soar. It would be a crime if I forgot to check the chest. But you could buy multiple steaks with opals. Well, what about that, Tracy? How does that sound? Ow! That was not the idea or the desire. I appreciate survival games sometimes. I am not someone who likes only survival games, but survival games are something that I do enjoy as long as they're well made, interesting, aren't too hard, but aren't ridiculously easy. Give me plenty of stuff to do. That sort of thing. So basically, to answer more simply, normally yes. They are not my favorite genre ever. Actually, I don't know what I would even consider my favorite genre. Metroidvania. Actually, no, I immediately take that back. Metroidvania is my favorite genre. With anything having to do with, like, exploration, as long as it also has a good story, being a very close second. That could be a survival game, that could be avoiding the rock from Indiana Jones, that could be a typical Zelda game, even a Pokemon game in some cases. I just like wandering around nice environments and seeing what secrets they hold. That's my favorite part of any video game. And also why I like Metroidvania games so much, because that's entirely what they're based on. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is... Okay, I remember that this has something to do with the Korok as well. But it took me a while to actually learn specifically what that was. I'm pretty sure I need to get them to all have only one apple. Yep. And I was making sure it was this. I did the same apple for each one too, just to make sure. That was another Korok type puzzle that I had missed entirely on my first time playing this game. And I mean entirely. I had no idea that was a thing. Until an artist I knew actually made some Breath of the Wild Korok artwork. She made a lot of Korok artwork at one point in time. And like different places they hid and all that. And there was one where it was an apple tree with an arrow through it. And I was like, wait, that's a thing? What? And I had to look it up and it's like, oh, okay. I missed literally dozens of Koroks then. Obviously, I wasn't going for them all at that point in time, but still. Ooh, 100 rupees. Now let's check out the fire. Hey, fella. No, I'm not talking to the fire. I'm talking to the mans. Hey, you a traveler? Grab a spot by the fire if you'd like. I'm a traveling merchant. Name's Giro. Nice to meet ya. Crazy times we live in, eh? I go into the forest on my own to get my wares. But there are far safer ways to get them, such as buying from travelers like you. So, do you happen to have anything rare you'd be interested in selling? Sure. I can sell a few of these. Yes. And I will also sell a few of these. And I think that's everything that I care to sell. Yeah, what do you got? Ooh, hearty truffles. Instantly buying. I want both of those. Those are worthwhile. Those are... eh. Yes. Yes. Thanks, buddy. I will be careful, and you do so as well. There be secrets here. You ever see a wall like this in Zelda? Blow it up. Ooh. Give me these. Give me the valuable ores. This is not Minecraft, but I want them. Also, I have legitimately no idea if this is a Korok thing. It normally is. But I don't know if this specific one is a Korok related thing, or if it was just to get my attention to the destroyable wall. Also, hey fellas, I have, you know what? Let's not do it that way. What I need to do is this. Play some bowling with them. Kaboom! Bye! Is anyone left? You are, but you're scared. Scared, boyo. Scared little boyo. I should have been scared because I knew that was a strong sword. I should have been more careful there. I should have... I'm so used to wandering around this game with ridiculously high health and not 4 hearts. Well, hey, at least we get to see the explosion again. From the other side! That did not work. Line it up, line it up. Bomb bowling. Here we go. Can I get a strike? Kaboom! Almost, almost. That dude's still alive. Okay, stunned him. There we go. You live for explosions. That sounds dangerous. That sounds very dangerous. Actually, no, it was this camp that obliterated me multiple times. Not the other one. I knew that the other one looked too small. I just knew it was along this path somewhere. It was this one. Gotta have a blast, get you all fired up. Sounds about right. Okay. There's a nice little encampment of them over there, but I don't really care to go for that currently. There's a Korok up there. You see, the Breath of the Wild, at points, has almost too much to do, you could argue. There's so much to get distracted by, so much to find interest in. It's almost overwhelming at points. Hi, buddy. Oh, I missed the other one. I got close to it. Also, if I try and swim that, I will probably die. So let's, slow but steady. Let's do the slow but steady route. There we go. Hi. Bye. I'm also climbing this just for that extra little bit of height. Because why not, you know? Why not get the extra little bit of height? Can I make it? Not quite. You know what? I lost the extra bit of height that I had. I lost it. I needed to not get greedy on the stamina. Because I'm so used... Again, I'm used to going around with tons of stamina, tons of health. Not one single circle and not 4 hearts. I have been spoiled by my times getting every shrine in the game and all that. Okay, knowledge juice, let's go. Juice me up. Give me the good. Give me the good juice. I totally did that entirely wrong because I couldn't remember the track exactly right. Juice. Okay, let's see here. So basically, you have the main path, which is always a thing, but it's kind of boring and simple. Or you have the super dangerous path that's the way that I go almost every single time. What should I do? Slow and pretty, but not super interesting. Fast but risky. What say you? Even though I can already guess. Yep, knew it. I mean, the other way is totally valid, but I was always more interested in this upper route. Always. And even now, I prefer to go this way. I don't even know why. But this, every time I've played this game, this is how I, with those 2 times. Yeah, exactly, Zergy. Exactly. But like, both times I played this game before, this was the path that I took to get to Kakariko. I don't know why I never took the main path. Maybe I tried it at one point and was overwhelmed with a different enemy type. Good. Feed off of it. Embrace it. Drink it! Make a smoothie out of it. Energy juice. Market my streams. Instead of who needs 5-hour energy? Come watch Lunar Eagle just start blasting off. Hey, buddies. I don't care about you. Is that... No, it's a cricket. And I can't get the cricket. There is the boy. Hello. Trying to remember where the horses were. I know I got horses somewhere around here. I thought I did. At some point. Maybe it was more up here? Probably. It's a buddy boy, though. Hey, buddy boy. You have to notice me already? From all the way over there? Really? Okay, thanks for the boost. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Don't worry. I don't look for me. Don't turn around. No. No, you were not supposed to turn around. Thanks for the lift. Give me the lift. Give me the lift. Thank you. I'm up here. And I'm sniped. Death. Because everyone needs to die from time to time. It's healthy for you. Why am I back here? Rude, game. Rude. I walk all that way and come back to that. Wait, there's ores down here. I want those. Not quite. Not quite. Not quite. Buddy boy did go rampage. Oh, almost. There's the stamina recovery spot. You see, there are little crevices here and there that it looks like you would slip down, and you probably would in real life, but you can actually just totally stand on in this game and recover your stamina to climb higher. There's also some sort of trick with the whistling, which I never really figured out, to be honest. What button is the whistle again? I don't even remember which one is to whistle. Which is whistle button? That's the whistle button. I want the cricket this time. Give me cricket. I got it. Okay, little note for you. That jump slam thing actually is not that good of a move. I just like to use it sometimes. You know, you don't even have to actually kick him again. You can just, bye. And you too also. Bye. I love the drop kick. And is he gone? Yep, he is gone now. Just take their heads and drop kick them off a cliff. Don't kill me! You know what? You know what? Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. I should have saved up here. I don't know if I saved if it saved me up here, or if I'm gonna have to walk all the way back again. To be honest, that was painful. This time I will actually save. Get out of here. Get out of here. You know, there was this one player that I know of who also streamed this game, and she did it completely blind, and like she must have never played a Zelda game or anything before, because she went through and never paid attention to like the tips that the game gave her, and also missed a shrine that you're supposed to find very early on in order to learn basic combat mechanics, because she didn't realize you could target enemies, she didn't realize you could charge up attacks, she didn't realize you could dodge, she didn't realize a lot of really basic mechanics of the game that are taught to you very early on. And even just a lot of cases come from other Zelda games, and it's like, you didn't even know about the spin attack? How? Okay. How did you make it through the whole game without learning about the spin attack? I did not understand when I saw that. Okay, this time. Saving. Why are there 3 of you this time? I still don't care about you anymore. You threw a rock at me, but I still don't care. Okay, yeah. If I'm gonna get your attention, let me get it way over here. Okay. Thank you for the updraft. That's useful. Let's get way around behind you. And now I'm being chased again. No. Okay, yep. Ah! Why did you fire back to back? No! Bad! Bad Guardian! I feel like Breath of the Wild is a sort of game that can be considered both. Also, he just completely ignored that I was here, and I am not complaining about that. But like Breath of the Wild feels like the sort of game that is like easy to pick up and play, hard to get down, but really isn't that hard. She just missed the tutorial area. She actually missed the tutorial. Which technically I still haven't reached yet, but still. There are horses. Hello, horses. You might not want to go the way that you're going. The way is kind of a dangerous way. Look, you can see a tower all the way over there. This area, this world is so big. Oh, hello, more horses. Hello again, horses. I honestly can't remember where I got my first horse. I know I was fighting enemies around it, like there were enemies on horseback, and I knocked one of them off and accidentally hurt the horse in the process, so I took it and as my own to apologize for it. But I don't remember where that was. Not that I'm looking to get the same horse again, just memories and whatnot. Oh, the Hyrule Castle. Yeah, it'll be a little while still before we head over there. You're meant to focus on it. You're meant to go there at some point. But like, I am good at this game. I still don't want to throw myself at that yet. A big part of that is just because I would get way too good at stuff way too early on. And another big part of that is simply because I'm not sure how safe it actually would actually be, how good I would actually be able to handle it. Also, I'd like those arrows up there, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them. So, whatever. Greetings and salutations. Oh yeah, I think I missed this place the first time I came in. There's an arrow shop here. Hello. I can't remember the last time we had a customer in here. Young folks in this village don't have much use for a bow. It's a thrill to see a young lad like you come into the shop. Well, don't mind me. Take your time looking around. Okay. No, I'm not planning on leaving. I'm not planning on leaving. I'm planning on buying. I want. I don't want the individual arrows. Fire arrows are good to have. Thank you. Alright. Alright, Lois Pickle. Thank you. I'll see you in a bit. Oh, give me a second. Sorry about that. Produce, huh? Alright, you got anything in here I care about? I will take some butter. I'll take 3. Eggs, carrots. Thanks, buddy. Link, get off the table. There was actually a phone call earlier too. I just ignored it. Oh hey, it's a buddy boy. Oh, I can't. I shouldn't talk to him yet. But like, it's gonna be a buddy boy. Hi. Do you have issues? You there! Who are you? How dare you trespass upon Lady Impa's abode? Is that a Seeker Slate? But that would mean you are... No, it's not possible. Can it be? Please forgive us for behaving so rudely. Of course we have heard the legends from Lady Impa herself. Please, friend, go ahead and step inside. It was simple ignorance. I must apologize again for my actions. Lately, the Yiga clan has been stirring up trouble. We are all on high alert. Still, that is no excuse for my behavior. We of the Seeker tribe have long been heralded by a people of great wisdom. Our technology became the key to sealing Ganon away during the Great Calamity, some 10,000 years ago. At one point, our technology was praised as the power of the gods, but eventually the people turned on it. Turned on us. Our creations came to be viewed as a threat to the kingdom. The Seeker became outcasts, forced into exile. Some like us chose to cast off our technological advances and strove to live normal lives. Others fostered a hatred towards the kingdom that sunned them. These sad souls swore their allegiance to Ganon. They now call themselves the Yiga clan. Their sole mission is to eliminate all who stand against Ganon. Please, dear hero, be careful out there. Lady Impa has been waiting on you for a long time. There is much I would like to tell you as well. But first, please hurry and see what Lady Impa has to say. Okay. A man! Hello, Paya. Huh? Is that... It's a Seeker Slate! Could you be the hero my grandmother told me about? What was his name? Lin... Oh, it's not that I forgot. It's just I'm just bad with speaking. As for me, my name is Pi... Oh, my name is Paya. Phew, I got it out. I know I should be able to say that easily, seeing it's how it's not my own name at all. I'm so sorry. Anyway, my grandmother's been awaiting your return ever since I was little. Please hurry inside. She's so sigh. Cutscene time.
So, you're finally awake. It has been quite a long time, Link. I am much older now, but you remember me, don't you?
I do. He doesn't. Sorry to disappoint. Also, gosh, those Seeker monk voices were hard on the throat. What's the matter? You're looking at me as though I am a stranger to you. Those eyes, they lack the light of familiarity. It is I, courageous one, Impa. Surely you must at least remember the name Impa. I see. So you have lost your memory. Well, it matters not. In fact, that may actually be a blessing in disguise for the time being. Dearest Link, please come a bit closer.
Oh.
100 years ago. Yes, 100 years ago, the Kingdom of Hyrule was destroyed. Creepy Grandma, she's Impa, super important character. After you fell, Princess Zelda's final wish was to place you in a sacred slumber. And then, all alone she went to face Ganon. Before Princess Zelda went to nobly meet her fate, she entrusted me with some words she wished to say to you. Choice words. How dare you, you jerk! Die on me! I have been waiting 100 years to deliver the princess's message. Fair enough, Zergy. However, these words, which the princess risked her life to leave you, well, if you are to hear them, you must be prepared to risk your life as well. I mean, I already have just to get here, but I'm afraid that burden may be too much to bear while you are still without your memories. I leave the choice to you. When you feel you are ready to receive the princess's message, return to me. Hi, I'm back! Not a memory to your name, yet you are as intent as ever to charge forward with only courage and justice on your side. You have not changed a bit. Once a hero, always a hero. Very well. Since you have lost your memory, I will recount for you all that has happened.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages.
He often takes the form of a pig.
This evil has been turned back time and time again.
And we celebrate it with pork chops.
Wielding the soul of a hero and a princess who carries the blood of the goddess. With the passage of time, each conflict with Ganon faded into legend.
But we always remember the bacon.
So listen closely as I tell you of this legend that occurred 10,000 years ago.
Would you say it is a Legend of Zelda?
Hyrule was then blossoming as a highly advanced civilization. Even the most powerful monsters posed little threat to the denizens of the realm. The people thought it wise to utilize their technological prowess to ensure the safety of the land should Calamity Ganon ever return. They constructed 4 mechanical wonders that came to be known as the Divine Beasts. They also built a legion of autonomous weapons called Guardians.
Cool.
The Divine Beasts were piloted by 4 individuals of exceptional skill from across the land. And thus, the plan to neutralize Ganon was forged. Upon Ganon's inevitable return to Hyrule, the princess and the hero fought alongside these 4 champions against this ancient evil.
Welcome back, Tosi.
With protecting the hero as the Divine Beasts unleashed a furious attack upon their terrible foe.
Ba-da-ba, ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba.
And the hero, wielding the sword that seals the darkness, delivered his final blow. The princess used her sacred power to seal away Calamity Ganon.
Cool. Great story. 100 years ago, in preparation for the foretold revival of Ganon, we strove to follow the lead of our ancestors of 10,000 years prior. But in the end, despite our best efforts and careful planning, we underestimated his power. In order to avoid ever making that grave mistake again, the princess left you these words. free the 4 divine beasts. That is what she said. The 4 divine beasts are the ancient Sheikah weapons wielded by the 4 champions who Ganon defeated. The divine beast Va Rudonia, controlled by Daruk of the Gorons. The divine beast Va Meadow, controlled by Revali of the Rito, who are the best race in the entire game. They're birds and it's awesome! The divine beast Va Ruda, controlled by Mitha of the Zor, and the Zor are pretty cool too. And the divine beast Va Naboris, controlled by Urbosa of the Gerudo. It would be extremely ill-advised to face Ganon without the power of the divine beasts to help you, but not impossible. Certainly not impossible. You must infiltrate the divine beasts that were stolen away by Ganon 100 years ago and bring them back to our side. More information about these divine beasts can be found by locating the 4 races scattered across Hyrule. It's basically everywhere. The Sheikah Slate will guide you on your way. You must go where it tells you and meet with each leader there. It seems to me that your Sheikah Slate is not yet complete. The device Princess Zelda left you is your guide and also your memory. Now let's see. Somebody at the research lab in Hateno Village might be able to help you. And that will be my next objective. The location signing on the eastern edge is Hateno Village. It is a small village, one of the very few places that avoided suffering significant damage during the Great Calamity. You are Princess Zelda's only hope, and Hyrule's as well. You cannot turn back now. Follow your heart and seize your destiny. Cool, thanks, I'll do that. Hi, Paya. Bye, Paya. Hello. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. Look at that face, you're totally my type. You're more important than you appear. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Hi! I want literally everything you have. Literally everything. I want literally everything here, and I'm not even kidding about that. Oh! People make the best sounds in this game. How did they voice act for this? Like, actually, how, like, the voice acting by itself I get. The sounds, though. How did they voice act for the sounds? Oh! Yeah, bad defense, great price. Oh man, it's expensive. I want those though. But I want. Also, I just bought an extra pair of pants that I do not need. What about if I did... Like, I don't need these yet. And I'll be able to get them more later down the road. And I really want the Sheikah set. Is that enough? Maybe? close. Give me like... I want to buy just a little bit more. I mean, I want to sell just a little bit more so I can buy. What can I sell for good prices? I'm not selling that. I need that later on. It's hard to get. Guardian parts? You'll buy some Guardian parts? Yeah. Yeah, buy one of those. Would you like an apple? Here. Have an apple. There we go. Okay, so now we have the hood, which is awesome. That shirt, which is okay. But you also have this, which looks pretty cool. And I like to dye this one black. It's just like extra stealth. It doesn't actually affect anything. It just seems cool. These also actually provide some defense as well. The numbers by them, if you look at them, all correspond to it. Alright, and I think... Oh, I think I would actually like to switch games probably now. Like, I love Breath of the Wild, but I've been going for a little while. And I kind of feel like playing something else, freshen it up a bit. For y'all, for me. I'm just trying to figure out what to play. Because, I have options. I have a lot of options. Like, let me make a poll. Let me look at what my options are and what I would be interested in playing. And then make a poll as a result. Got that. And not right now, not on stream. You got that. You got that. Just thinking everything through. That was one of the things I was considering. Yeah, I'm gonna make a poll. I'm just considering what all the options are before I actually go and make the poll. I'm just thinking about everything, seeing if there was anything else. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick while you guys vote, and I'll be right back. Hang tight. mind, it's not currently available. I'll use it when I break in between games. And for the time being, I guess I'll just wander around Kakariko, because there actually is quite a bit to do here. Hey, buddy. I have my Seeker gear, so I'll be fine, but are you going to be okay? Hope so. As for me, I just love art. In fact, I'm searching the world in search of beautiful landscapes. Just between you and me, I hear there's a great fairy fountain somewhere near this village. I hear it's breathtakingly beautiful. Aesthetics aside, they also say the place can bestow some kind of mysterious power on people. However, since I'm an outsider, I can't get anyone to tell me any more details than that. These villagers never leave the safety of their village, so travelers like me are treated with suspicion. But I won't give up. Oh, and if I manage to find out anything, I'll be sure to let you know. I know that this place has a lot of quests. They might not open up to me, though, until I start unlocking memories. I'm honestly not positive. Oh, so cute. And now for one of the most important shrines in the game, and also the one that lady that I talked about earlier missed. The freaking tutorial shrine. How do you miss this? There is a path leading to it. There is a Sika. There the fairy fountains behind it. The thing is beeping the entire time. How do you miss something of this significance? And like it's a fast travel to get here too. Get back to Kakariko. I will never understand how someone missed this one. It's designed to be found. It's also designed to teach. Hey, buddy. Use a side hop to avoid enemy attacks. This will create an opening that you can use to strike back. Hang on. I'm listening to the music and I'm like, wait, was that? I never realized. So there's an amazing boss fight that comes on later that was only in the DLC. Best boss fight of the entire game. I never realized that the combat with the Guardians and the combat with that fight, the theme is a leitmotif. There's a leitmotif that they share, and I never knew that until right now. Do a backflip to avoid enemy attacks and create an opening to strike back. You can repel an attack if you parry with your shield at just the right time. Strike back in the opening you create. That's always the hardest one for me. Build up your power and then release it to unleash a charge attack. Catch your enemies in this to damage them. I'll take that. Kaboom. You have done well to learn these crucial skills. Now proceed. Well, what if I want to loot everything first? Because there were chests back here too. I'm not just going to ignore these. It's a better shield than what I have. I want that. Give me that. Give me the shield. This was about to break anyway. Ooh, nice sword. I want that. I'll drop the axe. I can get those plenty of places, and it's not the best weapon. And I can break trees and boxes and stuff like that with other things I already have. Better to take the weapon. Do you have my pizza? I still do not, and I would like one too. You placed that order 10,000 years ago. I am not the pizza delivery man. And now that I have 4 spirit orbs, I would like to upgrade stamina, please. That's given me a little bit of difficulty recently. Thank you. Alright. I think that feels like a great stopping place, and you guys have everyone who's voted for Among Us, and as such, I will stop Breath of the Wild here, end the stream, be back in like 5 or so minutes, use the restroom, get Among Us going, and then we'll hop into that for a little while. So hang tight. And I will be back very soon.